You know, down here in eastern North Carolina, as long as I've been around and probably several generations before me, you're talking to local folks here in Harnett and Sampson County and Dublin County. Oftentimes you would ask someone what they were doing about this or how they're coming along with that. The answer would be, well, we're fixing to do that, or I'm going to get around to it. We're fixing to do that. Well, let me share with you my thought. If you've been saying we're fixing to do something about our customer relationships, or you're going to get around to it with customer relationships, we need to kind of throw those local phrases away and just do it. Because customer relationships is the heartbeat and the electricity, the thing that keeps any business going on. And our goal tonight is to talk about what type of customer relationships can we put in place that will continue for another generation, and another generation. I know you can do it. And I know a lot of the secrets, a lot of the things are important. And I call them secrets, but it's really just the things that people take for granted and never focus on is the reason that their business doesn't keep on lasting and lasting and lasting. And I'm not talking about lasting and lasting like an old tree that gets old and the limbs die and break and it's rotten and it leans over and it's holding on to life. That's not the kind of business we want to hold on to for the long haul. No, we want to keep our business growing and keeping it healthy. To do that, we have to keep changing and we have to be diversified in a lot of ways. And sometimes we have to prune off some dead limbs or prune off some profit centers that aren't working anymore, or change our ways to make things work a lot better. Tonight, we're going to focus on some businesses that are already doing great with customer relationships. We'll talk about a lot of new businesses that y'all are doing and just see what we can nail down here to hold on to in this short little session that'll be worthwhile. I'm Steve Carver talking to you from Dunn, North Carolina in my home office with my holiday pumpkin patch background behind me, 1,218 presentations under my belt, and it's Veterans Day, November the 11th. I'm not a lawyer or an accountant, just a fellow offering you free advice after 66 years and counting of owning businesses and serving customers, including today. I enjoy being an entrepreneur and am honored to have you join my ride with me and let me join on with you. Always the first advice is before you make an important decision or move into a new area that you're not quite sure of, get some good advice from people who know what they're talking about and that you can trust. And your small business centers are good places to do that. They're in each one of the community colleges. They're located there, but they're not there for college students. They're there for you, for entrepreneurs working with your business. Joey Wynn is sponsoring this series as she has been very supportive of my work, and I'm very supportive of her work in Kenansville and in Warsaw. Joey is a great director, just serving hundreds of people. She looks forward to your phone call to help you guys too. If you have a telephone and your computer screen that you can do a QR code, click on and take a picture of this. This is the easiest way for you to be able to sign on with the Small Business Network webinars and seminars. So Joy invites you to use that QR code if you'd like. November 11th, the 11th day, the 11th hour, the 11th month. November the 11th, 1919, Veterans Day. Honoring all veterans, whatever military branch that you were in. And we all need to remember that all of us gave some, but indeed some gave all. And we need to cherish those memories and remember how hard and fought and they died, and their families keep paying the price. So thank you for your service, no doubt. Study guides that went out, very good ones. I hope you'll save them and keep on to them. Put them in your file, because one day they'll save you a lot of time and a lot of money. Tonight, these are especially important. If you get a chance, please take a chance and read them, and we'll come back to them. In the future, if you'd like to print out a study guide so you can take notes during the program, I suggest that you always print out the one that's got the number at the top. That's a kind of a talking points summary of our webinar, and it makes taking notes a little bit easier for you. I do keep a note of attendance so that we can see who's qualifying for certificates, and helps me remember who is with us and maybe what you were saying about your business. So thank you very much for joining us, and I see that most of y'all are back with us tonight. Johanna, especially glad to see you rejoin us and come in, and Monsina, good to have you back as well. So some folks just go the extra mile. Let's talk about our folks that are with us tonight and also on Thursday nights. Edna, good to have you back in Tarboro. I hope things are going well for you. We love you and we appreciate you. Charles Nixon joined us last week. Maybe he'll come in a little bit later on Thursday. He's in Edenton, and his business is Charlie Brown's Treasures. He's got a swap shop and a specialty shop on Facebook where he's selling products. Very interesting. He's just getting started with his marketing. Alicia Ray is in Charlotte, and she is a professional meteorologist, a television personality, and so glad to have had her join us, and look forward to learning more about her business. She's freelancing right now, and she's usually a Thursday night guest. Monsina, James, hey Monsina, good to have you, and I appreciate all the work we've been doing back and forth, and I'm so excited about your business dreams and working on it. Let me revamp recruiting for you. Whatever your needs are, Monsina's going to be there to help you work through it, and just working really hard. She's got her website up and running, a great logo. She's working hard at it, and I'm looking forward to all of us helping her move the business forward. She's offering a service that probably every one of us in the class can use at some point in time, and will recommend to other people. So, Monsina, good to have you with us tonight. Great graphics. I encourage y'all to visit this website. She's put a lot into it. She's building on it now, but indeed it's just got a terrific future, and the images are just fantastic. Already got her menu of services on board. She's worked through that, got good contact information, ready to take your phone call and talk to you about what your needs are, and see if Monica can give you a hand with that. Already working on our marketing plan, so that's great. And I'll mention to you that those of you that are just getting started, in January, we'll have a series of classes that will help all the startup issues from getting your business plan, your budgeting working, learning more about how to reach out to customers most effective and most inexpensive way. So we'll have a lot more detail in the core topics in our Tuesdays and Thursdays that start on January the 8th. Johanna, thank you so much for joining us again. We appreciate your visits from a few sessions back, and it's good to have you. I'm really enjoying watching the work that you're putting forward. I like your design, and hearing about what you're doing with your specialty products that you're dressing up and bedazzling, or maybe already buy these specialty design items. But let me just ask you, are you enhancing these products yourself, or you buy them as is and resell them?
No, I do for the kind of but no, I actually intend to take each and every little intricate little charm on by hand.
All right. My sound was not really good. I'm not sure I understood what you were saying, but we'll try it again when we can hear you better, okay? But thank you so much. But great visuals. I love what you're doing. Good variety, and especially like the fact that you are playing into the seasons. All of you pay attention here. Whatever we're doing, the seasonal marketing is huge. And if we learn to get our marketing plan season after season, about 7 or 8 seasons during the year, and play on that, you'll get a lot more interest from your customers because that's what they're thinking. So seasonal business means year-round cash flow, so that's an important thing to do. And Johanna, you're doing a great job with your promoting the pop-ups and the selling opportunities in your area. I really like that and congratulate you for doing it. I do want to mention here, and I'm not talking negatives because I'm going to show you I have some Facebook pages that have low likes and followers as well. But tonight we're going to start focusing on something brand new. I've never done this in any of my work in 19 years of doing this. I'm going to focus on Facebook and how important it can be and give you some insight why I like it. But Johanna's got a great website doing a real good job. I'm not sure how old it is, makes no difference, but just pointing out that no matter how good your website is, you got to have followers and you got to have a lot of likes to make it work. So Johanna has 21 likes. And here's something unusual. She got 21 likes, but 85 followers. So that's an unusual situation. So always, you're going to need a personal page and you're going to need a business page to really boost these sales. Carolyn, good to have you, and thank you also for some lovely videos, not videos, but the photographs and information about the work that you're starting with your physical therapist work. And I'm so happy to have you on board. We look forward to working with you over in the Graham area. Trinity Women's Physical Health and Wellness. Carolyn is after helping women with their physical health and general well-being with her expertise. And I'm so fortunate to have you joining the group. And we want to be a blessing for you to help you get your business up and running. I love your mission work. You've already done your mission and vision statements. And thank you so much for doing that. That is helping you qualify for additional membership into the academy consideration as you complete these challenges and homework that you're doing. Marquetta is in Mint Hill. I'm asking her for more information. Haven't heard back from her, but looking forward to getting that. Ed Romero is in the Goldsboro, Albertson area. He is a successful contractor, been with the academy for a number of years. MBP7 Construction. Got a good deal. He's got a large group of employees, so he's got an ongoing business that must keep cash flow coming in to stay alive. And we're so proud of Ed for the work that he's doing and just keeps right on. Nakia, good to have you back with us tonight. So proud of the work that you're doing. And every time I see Nakia and look at her web presentations on Facebook, I get hungry. So I'm just putting on pounds looking at Nakia and the work that she's doing. And thank you so much for sharing. She's into it really strong. We're just working about things that we can do back and forth. And I'll show these personal items for a couple of weeks and I'll replace them back. So don't get tired of looking at them. I just want everybody to get a chance to see them at least once or twice. So thank you, Nikki. You're doing a great job. Appreciate the QR code. Congratulations for going ahead and putting your menu and prices together. Each one of you're going to need to do this to be able to start marketing your products. You don't have to come up with a menu with some pricing and some good visuals. These old sweets, I'm getting hungry right now. I can tell you that right now. If you want to order, Nakia is just selling out of her home kitchen right now. She's not doing any shipping. So if you want to place an order with her and talk about what's available, 252-545-5925. That's a good thing. And this is a good reason to hold on to the videos that I'll send you tomorrow, or a recording of this lesson, because you can take those videos and go back and do screenshots and stop them wherever you want to pick up things like phone numbers and ideas about different things. The main roofing contractor for Charlotte, North Carolina and area is Sonia Roberts. So glad to have you, Sonia, and congratulations for your work that you're doing at She Roofing.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome, and I'm looking forward to getting more information and photos from you, okay?
That's right.
All right, Sonia, keep up the good work. We appreciate you. Jasmine's in Faison. That's over in our neck of the woods. Life Changing Cleaning Services, LLC. So proud of her. She got her website up and running. I know she's going to do really well, and a great business name with visuals. So here's where we are with this one: 123 followers and 4 following. So that's an interesting combination. So now listen up, turn the ears on, because I don't tell you, we're going to target for 5,000 friends or 5,000 followers. That's right. That's a lot different than what we're seeing on these numbers in it. But I'm going to tell you, you can do it, and we'll talk more and deeper about that a little later. Life-changing cleanings, you got a great mission statement here. Good job in doing that. Well on their way to getting everything done. Good videos and visuals, discount coupons. So I'm just really proud of what she's doing and how she's doing it. Becky McCoy, and we'll call it Dr. McCoy, has been with us with her new business starting Within Genealogy. She's a genealogical psychologist. Pretty deep subject, but if you need those services, it can be very, very important to you. And she's working really hard on getting that business up and running, and I'm looking really forward to watching it grow and go. She's come forward with graphics, a business plan, menu of services, and such as that. So let's take a pause, give her a hand. Becca, congratulations. She's an Army veteran, retired, disabled Army veteran. Congratulations, and thank you for your service, no doubt. Sherry McQuarrie is in Charlotte, an associate member and an author, and I had the pleasure of proofing her latest chapter that she's just written in her new book. So thank you very much, Sherry, for sharing that. We look forward to getting you even more information. We appreciate your help and we appreciate your attendance. Kelly Day is over in the Tryon area, close to David and Hope, mountain folks. And Kelly's a great lady. I've enjoyed talking to her and sharing some information, helping her move her business forward. Her primary interest is in soil and water conservation, and she's also into the real estate business with Keller Williams, which is a great real estate organization all over the nation. So thank you, Kelly, for what you're up to. Sarita Sampson, our most senior member of the Academy, doing design and virtual administration, marketing work, assistant work. Thank you, Sarita, for all that you do. And so there. And Jerome Myers, Mr. Mayor of Clarkston, North Carolina, is with us. And thank you, Jerome, for doing that. I've enjoyed talking with you and sharing information, and look forward to using your slogan as often as we can, because when you ask Jerome how he's doing, he's going to say, I am blessed and loving life. And I love that, and encourage everyone to maybe consider using that as a motto. Learn a little more about Jerome this week. He is very active in the Bladen County region. His Baptist church ministry there that he's active in, with so many other fellow citizens and friends, have an ongoing building ramps everywhere. Anyone that needs a ramp gets in touch with the Baptist Men's Ministry. They'll get you on their list. And by these photographs, you can see they're having a great time and doing great work. God bless you all, and thank you for the service. That is such a great service that y'all providing as a nonprofit, no doubt. Jerome, again, Mayor of Clarkston, congratulations for your work, and thank you for your service as a retired military man and also as a retired postal employment service. Thank you very much, Jerome. Hope is with us. Yes, sir. Hope is with us tonight. Hope, I'm so glad to have you back on board. Several years ago, I remember working with you, and so glad that your business is ready to get up and running. I know during COVID, it was bound to have been tough times over in the Murphy area, so it's good to have you on board. Look forward to working with you. Hope's got an amazing thing going on here. She's got online workshops for folks, and so I'm giving you this. I'd like for you to come back and take screenshots of these and check in on these different websites we're promoting. The things that Hope is doing, I just had never heard of anyone being into so much helpfulness for other people, and looking forward to learning more about the work that you're doing. Different types of workshop, bringing in different other professionals to help with it, supporting other places, and just lots and lots going on. She even has retreats that she participates in and or host in the fall and in the summer and spring. She's a registered nurse, board certified coach, certified mindfulness guide, and a yoga instructor. Very, very talented and gifted person. So let's look at Hope's Facebook followers. 155 followers. It's a pretty good number with 72 following. That means 72 people are actually looking at everything that Hope posts. So if Hope had 5,000 followers and 1,000 that were following, that would mean that approximately more than 10 times this number of the people would see her posts as she's putting them up. And that is a goal that I want us all to have and to get towards it. One of your handouts that I always send out are the 40 drill skills, the Main Street smart skills. Your challenge is to look at each and every one of those, take them line by line, one by one, and paraphrase how this skill will help you in your business and send that back to me. That process will help make these drill skills part of your tool belt, which will give you confidence and a lot of savvy down the road, and also help qualify you for a graduation of the academy. You attend 5 or more of our sessions, you're automatically qualifying for an achievement certificate. You do lots of your homework and participate in these classes, and you will qualify for academy graduation and advancement. Okay, last week we talked about Nathan's famous hot dogs. Y'all remember that? So get your hands warmed up, maybe for your chat board. We're going to ask you to do a few things. Remember Nathan's? We talked about them in the eating contest. Well, tonight we're going to talk about another hot dog, and that's the old Bright Leaf made here in Smithfield, North Carolina. That'll be on the program for tonight, so we'll talk about them. So how many of you now, if you don't mind going over to your chat board, type in yes or no, have you ever heard of the Bright Leaf hot dog? The Bright Leaf hot dog, yes or no? Here comes a no, no, no. You folks over in the western part of the state probably don't know about that. Okay, well, Mickey has, and indeed. All right, so that's a good response. Thank you all for typing in. You will learn more about the Bright Leaf a little bit later on. What makes the businesses last for decades? Years and years and years. Some do and most don't. And our whole thing tonight is talking about trying to single out the little things that make the businesses that do make it for the decades. What can we learn from them and help us move forward? Well, I'm coming from a business that started in 1959 when I was 12 years old. My dad started it. So it's been working. It's still 66 years and counting, even though I have sold it twice now. But the business Carver equipment lives on, and I'm really proud of that. Looking back in history, we started selling tractors when most of the farmers in our area were just getting ready to trade their mules in on tractors. So that's the longevity that we've had, maybe 4 generations at this point. First tractor we had looked like this. You don't see these tractors out in the fields now. This is Dallas Chalmers Model B tractor. First tractor I ever drove, and actually I learned how to drive on it. Helped me get my driver's license earlier on. But today this business, Carver Equipment, is not about tractors. It's not about mules. It's about the website. It's online selling to people nationwide. And for it to be viable and still in business, has 27 different profit centers and does really well. So y'all are getting introduced to the Academy, and that's what it's all about. I started the Academy work 19 years ago and probably had as many as 5,000 people come through it. Not that many actually graduated and took the test and the homework, but a darn good number, and I invite all of you to do the little extra work to graduate and advance in the Academy. Lots of pictures going way back, lots of happy folks, lots of happy experiences. Back then we had to drive every night to wherever we were going, and certainly enjoying doing that. Lots of good crowds through the years, and certainly doing that. We finished up a program 3 weeks ago in Clinton, and I was hoping to have some pictures of that, and I could show y'all. I don't have it. So do those drill skills, my friends. Do a paraphrase, and we'll go. So in our session this time, each week we'll talk about chat. I'm going to encourage you all to chat amongst yourselves, ask questions, share information, get interested in each other. Learn to network. The long haul businesses that make it are professional networkers. One way or the other, it's always going to come down to your ability to share information about your business with someone else, and then to listen to what they have to say, and ask the questions so that you do show that you know that they are important and you're showing them that that's the fact. We learn to share solutions, which helps everybody, and the Academy is all about mutual helpfulness. It's about helping you in your challenges. What are your challenges? And that's what we want to do. This series is about you now. Me, Steve-O, is talking to you, David, and saying, what challenges are you facing that you think that maybe me or the Small Business Center or our group can help you with? And if you share it in chat or you send me an email, then by God, I'm going to promise you we will address it and we'll do all we can to help you with whatever that's going on. We're going to talk about networking ideas, artificial intelligence, customer service, hospitality, and being in a league of your own. Do you want to be in a league of your own? I want you to say yes, yes, yes. I do want to be in a league of my own. Show me over here in chat, yes, yes, yes. Because being in a league of your own means that you're doing things better than other people are, and you know it, and they know it, and by golly, you can be extra proud of yourself, because if you're in a league of your own, you're going to stay in business for the long haul. That's just all there is to it. So have a chat greeting with everyone. Y'all can address your chat to other people right on this board here. I won't take time to read them now. You're talking basically amongst yourself. Learn to do that, because this is the first step, learning to chat on email, being a person, just not somebody on the other end of a computer screen. People that want to do everything automatically on the computer screen, not having that personal contact, you're missing the boat with longevity. You are missing the boat with longevity. And so I want you to take that under consideration, because it can just be so very important to you to think along those terms. Artificial intelligence. Did you do something with AI this week? Well, I'm going to tell you, it's been on the news every day. And what are you doing to help your business move forward? What are you doing to help your business skills move forward as we go along? That is so important that you do that, that you be aware of that. AI is here, and it's here to stay. It's scary in some ways, no doubt about it, but it can be so very helpful, and we'll talk about a little bit of using that later on here. Customer service. Every business that's made it for the long haul has bound to improve as they go along with their customer service. And the person that maybe got this into the business world faster than anyone else ever did was Walt Disney. Walt Disney, the Disneyland, the Disney World inventor and promoter and movie maker and so much more now. And his life and his legacy lives on every day as they're buying and selling different types of broadcasting networks now. But Disney came forward with a 5 and 10 rule a long time ago. So I want you to remember this. If you're taking notes, I want you to remember it. If you write it down, it's going to help you remember it. And that is Disney's rule for every employee that worked with him wherever the operation was in America or anywhere in the world in his different locations. He said that if his employees that come within 10 feet of a customer should make the extra special effort to make eye contact with that customer and give them a smile or a nod. Within 10 feet, make eye contact with them and give them a smile or a nod. A welcoming atmosphere. Man, that is lost in so many businesses today, and it is just gone altogether on the internet unless you're taking special considerations to break over this recognition and appreciation. Within 10 feet, give that person eye contact and a welcoming nod and a smile. That's a good rule to have, I think. But the 5 feet is even more important. He says that if that employee gets within 5 feet of a customer, he wants them to stop what they're doing and give that customer a verbal greeting and welcome and a smile. Speak to them. Can I help you? Hey, good morning. Glad to have you here. What are you looking for? 5 feet. So, man, if you go into a large store today, a box store especially, no one hardly is paying attention to the Disney rule, are they? And let me tell you, if you go into a Chick-fil-A, you're going to see a different story. They have similar rules in place. And maybe you know of some other businesses that absolutely live and die by this Disney rule of greeting customers and making them feel welcome and such as that. If you have the opportunity right now, let this become one of your rules that you're going to do as you meet and greet customers as it goes away. The incredible power of hospitality will always be part of the long haul logic, because making people feel welcome as guests and actually offering them a home away from home. And you can do that. You can do that online. You can do it with your emails. You can do it especially with eye-to-eye contact and personal consideration. Hospitality is very, very important with every situation. I want to give Hope an extra congratulations, because as I was looking at her website, and I hope that y'all look at Hope's website too, you'll see a general warmness, a graciousness about her presentations. Yeah, it's internet. Yeah, it's not a robot, but you can tell there's a human being that put this together to make other human beings feel welcome and take the time to read more. Hospitality is important, and it's alive and well if you birth it and if you bring it along. Make the people feel at home. Make them feel like they got a place. They are important to what's going on. Give them the feeling that yes, I'm listening to you. Yes, you are important. And by golly, you want to start being in a league of your own by doing that. In a league of your own. So what does AI? Yeah, if you go to AI and you type in, what does a league of your own mean? It means that you're going to be better than anyone else at doing something. And in whatever category that you're in, you've got the skill, expertise, achievements, and surpasses other people. It just means that you are uniquely exceptional. Now, I like that term. And I may use that when I'm writing emails back to people, that I recognize that you are uniquely exceptional and you're on your way, and there's a greatness in you that I know is going to come forward. I'm just so proud of knowing you all, because I really feel that about you. So let's talk about something that started in 1939 and is kicking today, and that means it's 86 years going on. Well, I'd say that's a pretty long haul, and it is in a league of its own, even though a lot of y'all haven't heard of it until tonight, but right now you will, and that's the bright leaf label. The bright leaf representing tobacco, bright leaf flue-cured tobacco, that's what you would call that. But we're not talking about tobacco tonight. We're talking about the bright leaf from Carolina Packers Company. And this isn't the Green Bay Packers. This is the Carolina Packers that package meat products right in Smithfield, North Carolina, 30 miles north of where I am today. Started in 1939 by a fellow named John A. Jones. He was in Claxton, Georgia. He came up to Smithfield, North Carolina, 75 years ago, and he founded the company. His sons came on board, and his wife took over it after he passed away. And now they've got a employee that is merged and grown into the president of the company. Just an amazing operation, and they have an amazing marketing campaign. So when you go to Food Lion, especially, you look into those hot dogs in the pork section, you start looking for the bright leaf labels, and you may just be really, really surprised by what you see. They're the original red classics with their hot dogs and with their red hots and some other products. So this is what it looks like in the store. Great hot dogs. Down in eastern North Carolina, there's some restaurants that strictly sell hot dogs, and they strictly sell the bright leaf hot dogs because they are so good, and so many people just rely on them that cookouts and tailgate parties rely on the bright leaves. They're a red color, good such as that. So now let's look down at their following. 60,000 likes. 60,000 likes and 70,000 followers. Now, is that amazing? Is that amazing? 60,000 likes and 70,000 followers. What's keeping you from having 60,000 likes and 70,000 followers? You. Because it's available to you. Interesting. So the Bright Leafs are all over the place. When they put up pop-ups, they go to different events and put up things and just do a great job. They're always marketing. So let's learn from them. 60,000 and 70,000 people can't be wrong. They're good labels, good marketers, and let's learn from them about how to market. What keeps these companies apart? It's all the things that I just mentioned, staying with it and staying with it. Customer relationships don't happen unless you manage them. It's not something that's going to just automatically be there. It might be for a year or two. It might be for 5 or 6 years. You may be on the road. But in the long term, on the long haul, this is a function that has to be managed with a plan. Things have to be done week after week, month after month to keep this ball rolling. And that's what I want us to get on with. What is the number one thing that you got to do? You got to have that mindset to make sure that customers are always front and center. We don't let other things get in the way. We don't let other things about the grass growing, about doing this, about what's going on at the high school, what's going on with our children, what's going on here and there. And I'm not putting down family life here at all, but there's got to be a foundation block that is saying that we're going to keep our customers front and center, and you as the owner of your business are in charge of doing that. No matter how much you like to go fishing or take time off or this or that, you better be looking after your cash flow, and you better be keeping your customers front and center for long-term success. And this takes discipline, and it takes excellence to make it happen. It is a reality that no one else is going to look after this, my friend. It is you. Put those customers front and center. Now, after COVID, which was a game changer for lots of other stuff, I noticed that after COVID, there are still some banks that have their lobbies closed. There are still some banks and maybe other businesses that you got to deal with them through that window, right? They don't want to have that upfront personal relationship anymore. They want you to drive through and talk through those windows. And even some grocery stores now, well, matter of fact, all grocery stores, it seems like they want you to check yourself out. Oh, man, I don't like that. I'm an old geezer, and I don't like dealing with all these labels and this stuff and the machine. But you know what? The big chain stores are kind of pushing you to it, and now even some of the small ones are. Self-checkout. What is all this about? Well, they might say on one side of the fence it's about just making things flow better and it's easier. But they're giving up something very important, and that is that personal one-on-one contact, that human contact is so very important. It's kind of like 5 times more important that we got to know to acquire a new customer. It takes 5 times more effort, 5 times more money than it does to keep an existing one. And if you had a customer that enjoyed saying hello to the teller at the bank or walking inside and smiling and seeing how things are and have a one-on-one relationship, and you tell them to stay out in the car or don't come into the lobby anymore, you're inviting them to go away. Just take it or leave it. And a lot of people are going to leave it, and I understand that. So a lot of people want that customer to come back. The one thing you want to do, the one thing you must do in this management is to make sure they want to return. What are you doing to make sure those customers are going to come back to you, your website, welcome more information, your Facebook page, or your my business on Google? Take the action and manage it and make it work. It's kind of like this. If you've got the mindset when you're talking with this particular customer, and I'm talking with Mary now over in Warren County. Hey, Mary, talking with you. I've got a chance to talk with you right now, and I don't act like, to me, You are my first customer, and you are so very important because you're my first customer. And I'm going to do my best to satisfy you and to make a sale, maybe create a little cash flow for me. But at the same time, Mary, I don't say, man, you are my last customer that I don't have. And it's so important that I take advantage of this opportunity to satisfy you 100%, because you're my last customer today, and I want to make sure that you're going to come back to see me in the future so I'll have another chance to serve you. And I might say in my mindset, Mary, you're my only customer I got, and you're the most important person to me in my business world, and I'll do all I can do to make sure that you're happy and satisfied. Treating the customers is saying that you've got my energy, you got my enthusiasm. There's no doubt about it. You know it. You are the most important thing going on, and every available resource I have, I'm going to share with you to make sure that we're going to give you complete and final great level of support. You got to know that right now you're my sole priority. I'm not going to take any cell phone calls or be interrupted. I'm going to let other distractions stay outside, because I want to serve you, because you and the assistance I can give you is the most important thing I can do to personalize our relationship. And we got to say, these words have to be said. Please tell me how I can help you today. What's needed that we can do? And what can I do in the future to better serve you? When we have this mindset and we're building on this and we're excited about it, by golly, we're going to be a lot better in the sales field and in the business ownership field, and in being able to stay in business long enough to retain customers. Because management of customer relationship, retention has to be a priority. Retention has to be something we're dedicated to and we're designing to do to keep them coming back time after time, because we want more than one sale. We're not take it or leave it. We want you to come back. We want loyal customers that will refer other people to us. What's it going to take for you to satisfy that customer, to have them refer you to their friends and neighbors and family? Trust. Building trust is what it comes back to. You know, all these things are just so simple. It's like the Ten Commandments almost. Is really so simple in logic. But we're so wrapped up in this busy, noisy place of the world today with all these new things coming out, AI and this and that. But if you'll notice in this long haul stuff, it's really about the basics. It's all about that meat and potatoes at the bottom of the pot that keeps hungry people coming back for soul food, right? Making it personal, being involved, and listening to your customers and doing what it is. So brand new tonight, and you are my first audience in doing this, and maybe there's some people that would take issue with it that says this is hogwash. I don't want any part of it, but listen to me, my friend. I want you to have 5,000 followers, 5,000 likes, 5,000 people that every time you post something in your Facebook pages that you're promoting your business and you share it, that it goes out to the world. Big time, big numbers. And I know because of personal experience that you can't do what I'm going to tell you to do with every particular Facebook page you have, but you sure need to do it on your personal page, because your personal page will link to the others and you can get the multiplying benefits by doing that. So now we're talking about guerrilla marketing. Guerrilla marketing is what other people aren't doing. Maybe it's bending the rules in certain different ways, but let me tell you, it's worth the effort to do it, because the more friends and followers you have, the more customer relationships you have. And these last for years and years and years. And if you got one customer that is liking you and staying with you and sharing exchange, guess what? All their other friends have a good chance of seeing this going on, and they'll come see you too. But so if you're doing this, you're going to be more effective and have more sales. It's a fact. The lower your numbers are, the poorer and less return you're going to get on your marketing investment. That's why I was focusing on those areas, actually looking at how many followers we have. Because you can have great Facebook pages and photos and do this and that and a lot of other things. But if you don't have the numbers, it don't add up to being worthwhile. We don't talk about that. There's several methods that you can go about to get to a large number of followers and such as that. Kind of doing it by the book, by the rules. And the best way to do that is, and Facebook will tell you this, and AI tell you this, is to set up a good strategy to do it with a blended approach of great content, great videos, great community participation, different sharing back and forth. That's what we would call the organic by the book way. And that's probably what most of y'all are doing right now. And the other way to start increasing your numbers is to do it by paid advertising. You can target paid advertising either at Facebook or other people, or maybe actually hire someone to do what I will suggest that you do later on for free. But this work could be hired out to get things going. So that's two methods that basically most people would know about. So to do that, you would optimize your page. You would have the very best content that you could put on it. Make them interested, be there on a regular basis so people will notice you're alive and well and hadn't passed away. And you invite people to like your post and come and join your page and back and forth, normal social media work, okay? So you can certainly go about doing that. But in doing that, now we talked about the look and the hook marketing in our core topics. We'll talk about them again in January. But the look and the hook teaches us to have presentations that look good, good images, interesting content, and give people a reason to stay with you or to give you a contact. That's the basic ingredients for organic page renewals and generations of them. Take a good look at your personal page. Have put some bio there, tell about yourself a little bit. There's advantages there to do that. You don't have to tell people what size underwear you wear or what your children's names are or such as that. I understand that a lot of people want to be very, very careful with doing that. But indeed, you do need to tell enough about yourself on your personal page to let people know that you are real, that you are human, and you certainly enjoy learning more about them. It is Facebook and it is friends. So put good quality pictures there, interesting posts. Patriotic stuff is good. Inspirational stuff is good. Today I did maybe as many as 20 salutes to different veterans that have impressed me through the years and good friends that I've had. And I do that every Veterans Day and every Memorial Day. I just click on them again and redo them and add a few as we go along. But that doesn't hurt a thing. Saluting is congratulating someone is nothing but positive and just good patriotic, inspirational things that you can do. I suggest that you do not get involved in partisan politics and heavy right or left thinking on religious stuff. You don't need to draw negative attention to yourself with things where you know that the things are split. If you're in business, Facebook is not the place for you to do your politicking or your preaching. Nothing wrong with inspirational stuff, but you don't need to be doing any politicking or preaching because you're in business now. And if you don't take your business serious, drag Facebook into it and take it serious too to help promote your business. Very important. So targeted growth. You use your keywords just like we do with other SEO stuff. It's important to have the right keywords in there so the search engines will find them. And your existing contacts that you already have, you send an invitation to them to become your friend. That's just not a book. That's how pages grow. But now we're going to kind of kick it up for a different story because I want you to shoot for 5,000 friends and followers. The more contacts you have, the more shared exposure you're going to get when you share your post, and you will automatically see your influence start growing, your appeal, your interest in other people being interested in you will help you be there. 5,000 followers. So let me just ask y'all now to go to chat, go over to chat, and I'll simply want you to type in 5,000. the number 5,000. Just type that right in there. Because I'm seeing you as your business coach, it is a possibility. I don't know how long it'll take you to get there, but with steady work and belief in yourself and hanging with it, and now hopefully you're going to see the benefit of it. Indeed, it's a worthy goal that we all can do. So the methods now are going to be guerrilla strategy. Guerrilla strategy. And that's shotgun, broadcast, bulk friend invitations. Whatever it takes, we're going to increase that followers number because it is the least expensive marketing tool you can do right by yourself. Make it start working for you now. And so I'm going to give you the basics here for it. I want you to become excited. And I want you to set one of your priorities that we talk about oftentimes is to start working on this on a daily basis. You can't do this overnight. You don't even need to try it. Facebook may put you in Facebook jail if you do it too much. I don't know. But you can start a process every day of doing 10 to 30 new members, and indeed you'll start seeing some things start happening for you. So guerrilla marketing, and this is a strategy for startups, okay? Strictly talking about Facebook here. These are some pages, some groups that I own and control. Proud to be a Sampson County business entrepreneur. 1 follower, no following. So I'm just not throwing rocks at you. I'm throwing darts at myself here. Montgomery County, 25 followers, no following. How about that? 0 following. I haven't been active on these sites in a long time because I haven't been doing seminars in those areas right here. My page that promotes my books, 85 followers, 1 follower. Okay, kind of weak and kind of poor, isn't it? Look here.biz, another page that I own, 120 followers, 3 following. Again, I haven't been active on these. I just kind of ignored them actually. Shopping Kinston, 159 followers, 2 following. So these aren't things to be very much proud of. One of our Carver equipment sites has 289 followers with 13 followers. The Academy, where I want all of y'all to go, so let me just pitch in right here. I want all of you to go to the Academy of Entrepreneurs and Associates and become a follower and start following here because I put information up about you here. But right now, yesterday on the Academy, we had 293 followers and 15 people were following at that particular time. Another Carver equipment site has 559 followers. That's the most we've talked about anywhere so far tonight, right? 559. That's pretty good, but only 2 were following. 360 Management, that's a place where I promote webinars and seminars. Hey, look here, 710 followers and only 9 following. So what that indicates is, through the years, I've built up a lot of followers, but because I've had a lot of not very active there, I've only got 9 people following this today. I'm after 5,000. That's the number that y'all typed in, and it's the number I want us to go for. So who can have 5,000 followers? Well, here's old Steve. This is the place I asked y'all to go to find me and to like me, and so I'm going to ask you again tonight to help me build these numbers up. But today at Facebook, I had 5,600 followers, and 1,400 were following me today. Isn't that interesting? It'll be interesting to see what it is tomorrow after I've done all these Veterans Appreciation posts. But I can do it. You can do it. I can do it. You can do it. So here's the way you do it. Make your notes or come back tomorrow and do your screenshots. Take this one step at a time. First of all, go to your Facebook page and send out friend invites. Invite friends of all your family members, and then go to their pages, look at their Facebook pages, look at their friends, and start clicking on their friends and invite them to join you as well. All their friends. Just go for it. This is friends and family. Because these people are going to pretty much have a good chance of knowing you or at least knowing a like about you. So there is an immediate bulk of folks that you will start inviting to like you and your page. But you got to have something that looks good at your page. Load it up with some good pictures, some bios, some information, something interesting that will interest people. Before you start inviting people, put some good content and stuff on your page to bring them in. Put some family pictures there. You don't have to put names. You don't have to give away personalities. And I understand privacy is important. Put information there about your business. Put information there about the academy. You can share items that I send to you. You can share them right there. I welcome you to do that. That will help attendance possibly at our sessions. So next, you've done your family. Now find the Facebook pages for people at church, people that you work with, people at high school, maybe your high school friends or college friends. Look them up and invite them to like your page. Yep, go ahead and invite them to like them. Now this, over a 2 or 3 day period, you're going to automatically see results coming back where people are going to do it. Folks that are in business just automatically say, yes, I accept your friendship. Sure will. And then some of them will go ahead and follow you after they look at your page. Some don't take the time to do it, but others will. You will automatically start seeing an increase overnight almost, okay? Next, it's time to look at the Facebook members in the community where you share common denominators. That is, baseball teams, scout groups, coaches, teachers, whatever common denominators you might have with other folks, farmers, customers, especially customers that you have, and invite them to like your page. Now, you're going to be on a roll after this. You're going to be on a roll. It is showing that you're active. You have changed from being a private Facebook. I don't want anybody on there that's a friend unless they are really a friend. You don't throw that out the window. Now, I'm not interested in you just having your bosom buddies as your friends on Facebook. My goal is for you to have as guerrilla marketing. My goal is to encourage you to have as many human beings to become your possible customers on Facebook. Okay? Oh, yeah, you can still have your loved ones there and you can treat them really well, but we're just going to get a bigger tent and invite a whole lot more people to come in here and start being your friends so you can do some business with them. So now you're going to look at all your new friends and go to their pages and look at their friends and start inviting the heck out of them. Now, there'll be some criteria that you may want to do because maybe one of their friends is in Timbuktu. And if you're like Nakia and just wants to do business in the Tarboro area, there's little need to do that. But Nakia, being in the Tarboro area, she might want to focus on Tarboro people and then get all the local Tarboro folks she can as her friends to enhance her possible business. Consider the best niche markets, the people that live close by. Some way you want to get all the friends you can that are closer to you. And this gets back to the long haul approach. For you to have a long haul business, you really need a local base. You need local folks that you can depend on to stay with you year after year after year in that generational uplifting spirit. It will indeed make a big difference. The more locals you have on Facebook, the more locals you're going to be communicating with. Therefore, they're going to be saying, hey, so-and-so's doing business here close by. Let's do business with them. Now, having done all that, and I'm telling you with the pedal to the metal, you've been working towards that 5,000 number. There will be a time that you will want to be selective. Not just click, 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 but have a reason for clicking here. Hey, this person is a friend of this good friend of mine. Good chance maybe we can do some business with them. Let's go for that. Click, send them a friend, invite. Hey, this person's in Tarboro or maybe just down the road in Rocky Mount or close by, and they're close by, so that is a good reason to send them a friend click. Because at some point in time, you want to start being selective to improve the quality of your customer base. All right? But get on with it. No holds barred, just get on with it. Only hold would be I wouldn't try to do more than 15 or 20 a day. to do that. Don't overwork it. Don't overload it, because as these friends start coming in, you're going to start being selective, see how it's working out, what approaches are working best for you. Now, once you start getting all these friends, you're going to have an opportunity to say happy birthday to hundreds of people every day. Every day, Facebook will give you the opportunity to see who's having a birthday today and for you to give them a click. That is a valuable time well spent. You be selective there too with people that are in your area you think have a good chance to being a customer one day, because if you send them a click, they're going to see that you think they're important enough to do that, important enough to say happy birthday. Small ingredient, small little mustard seed, but let me tell you, it goes a long way, because it's a reminder that you are here and alive and you're in business. Because on your personal page, as well as on your business page, you are reminding people that you are an entrepreneur now and you need to sell stuff to keep your business going on. Maintain the look and hook marketing interest. You want to remind them that you're getting good content and giving them a reason to come see you. And because you are diversified, you've always got something going on. You've always got something for sale. And by golly, you're always hungry. Please call me. Yeah, this is not take it or leave it. This is come see me and let's do some business. It's a constant reminder. Keep fresh bait in the water. And this is one of the most important, easy ways to do that. So there's your challenge. There's your challenge. So over in the chat board, go ahead and be honest with me, honest with yourself. Will you set this as a priority to try tomorrow to start improving the number of followers and likes you have on your Facebook friendship page? And will you indeed have a personal page at Facebook and get this started? How about giving me a yes or a no on that? I'm challenging you to do it. I'm challenging you to do what it takes to help kick your business off and forward. Start creating personal relationships that will last for generations in the long haul. One of my secrets, one of my things that have helped Carver Equipment stay in business all these years is for the last 20 years, or maybe more since Facebook's been involved, I've been doing this. And it might not mean but 1 or 2 contacts a week, 1 or 2 sales a month, but over a long period of long haul times with happy customers that are referring other folks to you, it can be a foundation block in your marketing campaign. Making it personal, personal engagement. This is one way that you can do that, because Facebook is a personal type situation, and folks look at it, they take it seriously. Give information there that lets folks know that you will tailor your services and your products to their needs, but they just need to share with you. Ask for the information, ask for the Facebook. So create your databases to stay in touch. Be it Facebook, be it postal, be it email, be it cell phone contacts, text messages. Figure out a way to stay in touch with these customers year after year, at least once a month. At least minimum of once a month with your database. I get several channels that you feel comfortable working with. I encourage feedback, but in every time, tell them how much you appreciate them. In every email I send out, every quote I send out, there's a sentence in there that says, we really do appreciate your business. And call me anytime and give them the phone number. When you are giving them that personal service, they are listening. I'm saying that this is kind of getting what you and I talked about, the information I had sent to you. That 100% automation is wonderful. That AI stuff is absolutely incredible for large multinational businesses. But when we're dealing with one-on-one, that personal contact cannot be beat, and you can build a business one customer at a time, and it can grow into those other things. The chat board, RFC, type it in, please. RFC. These are the most important 3 letters for your long-haul survivability. The RFC is your raving fan customers. So very important. in every class I give, it's always going to come up because they are critical. Raving fan customers are the solid bedrock of a long-term company because sometimes times are tight and you don't have a lot of money for marketing. But your raving fan customer base is going to be bragging on you and sending customers to you, whether you're spending money on ads or not. We've got to have and want to have a raving fan customer base, but they don't happen by themselves. They do not happen by themselves because you know what? You got to create them. But they are always positive. They are always recommended, and they are always coming back to you with repeat business. What better asset could you want than an RFC? Are they worth fighting for? Damn right. Are they worth working hard to create? Yes. Do you want to manage this retention for your RFCs? Absolutely. They increase your revenue and profitability. They reduce your marketing cost. They enhance your brand reputation tremendously, and they give you a competitive advantage that your competitors can't take away from you. Yeah, we'll stay in business for the long haul. We're going to have a lot of RFC. So how do you create that RFC? Oh, yeah, you don't have to create it. You can have good customers, loyal customers, continuous customers, great customers, lifetime customers, but that doesn't mean they're an RFC. You have to create that RFC by telling them verbally and in writing and reminding them that you're going to do all you can to see they're 100% satisfied. 100% satisfaction are the key words in Look and Hook. What is it that keeps a customer from spending money? Today, I consider trading cars. Seriously, went to the dealership, left my car, and left with one of their cars that are for sale, considering the trade. And at the end of the day, I carried it back and got my car back. And I didn't see the owner, but I'm prepared to tell him, a real good friend, that no, I just don't think I'm going to feel good with that car. I'm 100% satisfied with the car I have now. It's just getting older. But your car is old too, not as old as mine. But mine rides better, and I think looks better, and certainly feels better. So I'm after 100% satisfaction. And here I have a hard time beating that. Yeah, I have to have a different car than the one I drove in. So focus on exceptional service, building strong relationships. Remember experiences that you had with your family, things that happened with this customer years ago. Keep reminding them that y'all do have a long-term relationship. Talk about the good old days when this and that and whatever, when your businesses were younger, when you were younger or whatever. Remind them that this relationship has lasted a long time. And you can do that as simply as saying, we really do appreciate your continued business. And when I open up that email, I say, wow, I'm so glad to hear from you again. It's so good to be able to serve you again and to be in touch. Those are human sentences. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. I'm so glad to hear from you. Take the time to be a person. Put it in there. And then always let them know that you're interested in quality and good performance. And when you screw up, apologize. Ask for forgiveness. Sometimes I'll lose an order. Sometimes it'll be shipped to the wrong place. Sometimes somebody on down the chain in our supply line will just screw up. But it's up to me, who took the money, to let the customer know how sorry I am. And I'm human, and we'll try to do better because and I remind them, we try for 100% satisfaction. So please forgive me. You know what? Every time I say that, I'll get a quick response back. No problem. I understand. Thank you for your long-term. People will come back and say, we appreciate our relationship. Yeah, we all make mistakes from time to time. That's the human way to do business. And you can't do that with everything being automated. You can't do that like Amazon does it. They send you a lot of email and get a lot of feedback, but I hadn't had a please forgive me from Amazon yet. Okay. Don't be something you're not. Be transparent, be authentic, listen to your customers. When you start recognizing what they're saying, rewarding them for their loyalty, things get real better really soon. And an old golden rule from the Golden Goose marketing campaign we'll talk about in January, we got to follow up after every sale and almost after every quote. That follow up is when you get a chance to get the feedback. And it's that feedback that you're feeding into your marketing plan that's going to tell you what's next and keep you in business down the road. That follow-up that you're getting from your customers, if you take that information and plug it into your marketing campaign with forecasting, that's going to tell you what's next for the long haul, for staying in business a long time. I hope this is sinking in. It's the golden rules for long-term staying in business. Earning that trust, foundation block. I want you to have personal commitment and be transparent with a moral compass. Not preaching here. Well, maybe I am. If you don't have a moral compass, how will you show it to the world that you're serving? Well, how would you show it to them anyway? You do it with your mission, vision, and promise statements, is where you commit to having a moral compass. If you stand for something and you stand for it strong enough to make it part of the way that you're going to do business. Where are you heading? Where is this relationship headed? Customer needs to kind of know that before he wants to get on your bus. Where is this bus going? And it's following a moral compass that he and you agree with, or she and you agree with. It basically tells folks whether or not you perceive things as good, bad, proper, or improper. It talks about your behavior within the society. Where you want to go with this thing. It talks about maybe a set of beliefs and values that you have about being right or wrong. And they may change from time to time, and as you face new experiences and gain knowledge or deal with hardships. That's human. That's with me. Mine certainly has changed through the years. So some points have changed drastically with age and experience. That's okay. Think about, if I would ask you, if we were sitting at the grill and having a cup of coffee, and I said, tell me about your moral compass. What do you believe in? 10 years ago, I wouldn't have known what to say. I just dribbled out of my mouth, taking another sip of coffee. But now, because I have written mission, vision, and promise statements for my organizations and my business, I know it's about mutual helpfulship, building relationships, creating trust, appreciating excellence, with me, a belief in Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior, a belief that we ought to treat other people like we want to be treated, and a willingness to make that a part of the way we deal with customers. Yeah, I can say that and say it with ease and just feel good about it. Give me a testament, right? Are you ready to do that? After you write your mission, vision, and promise statements, indeed, you will be able to. So we got to win trust, and the customers will trust you if you do. Start with those mission, vision, and promise statements. I've given you good examples. I've got them with my company. We send these statements out with every quotation that our company sends out and has for over 5 years, and I've never had one complain about it, and I've had dozens of appreciation marks. But more importantly, I know that people are reading this and they're remembering it, and it will have to build positively towards a long-term relationship, because we are willing to say what our moral compass is. Earn that trust, my friend. No stronger ingredient will help you. How about that? Next week, I want us to think about, as we're building our marketing and advertising plans and putting things out there. And like I've talked about tonight, when you put a marketing plan out on your Facebook ad, on your Facebook pages, it stays there. It stays there until you take it down. And if there's done right, with the right search terms and the right content, that ad that you put up there today will draw customers for you 10 years from now. Because the search engines go back to old ads. AI, especially if you've got the right content in your Facebook ads, will find it year after year after year for your potential customers. So next week's going to be an important time to talk about too. This all ties together to keep that wheel running. So I hope you're planning on joining us Tuesday night or Thursday night next week. Man, it's cold outside, isn't it? Yeah, we can feel it. So now's the time when I say light your candle. And not put it under a basket, but light your candle and warm your hands about it. Let it be a place of warmth. Let it be a place of light on a dark night tonight for you and yourself and your family. But let that candle shine, because customers will see it. They'll know there's warmth where your candle is, and they will gravitate to it. So remember, a lot to do, a lot of priorities to set. It's fun. It's fun to be an entrepreneur that's excited about moving forward. And now tonight, hopefully I've given you some insight into something you hadn't thought about before. I really hope that's the case. And now, since you have this tool in your tool belt, it's kind of up to you to set the priority to put it to work. So God bless you. God bless your family. And God bless your new business. So glad to have such a good crowd tonight. Good to see you all back on board, and hope to see you again Thursday night if you want to join us for this same program, or again next Tuesday night. So turn your microphones on and tell me what you think about this new presentation tonight.
I think the presentation tonight, as usual, was very formative, interesting, encouraging, and set the tone for excellence for everyone that's in here, whether they're beginner, in the middle, or advanced. And we appreciate all your hard work and your research that you do every day, and your encouragement for other small businesses that you highlight and spotlight every time that you're online. And we look forward to the next session with you Thursday night. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sonia. I appreciate you. And Johanna and everyone else. I always have the same sign-on codes and information. So whatever the advantage of working with freeconferencecall.com is that you use the same codes to sign in with all my webinars. And even if you're coming in earlier or late, you don't have to have a different code. So that's for everybody to do. So thank you very much. Okay, any other?
And I agree with her, because you have so much experience and you put it out there each and every time. And it's like over the years that I've been attending your webinars and stuff, they've been off the chain, like awesomely off the chain.
Thank you, Tisha. I certainly appreciate you, and it's always good to hear from you.
Thank you.
I just want to say thank you. This was spot on, and what everyone else has said was great. I like that you gave us an opportunity to follow that up with actionable steps, and goals. So it was like, the goal is 5,000 followers on Facebook, and you laid out what we need to do in order to get those followers. So I appreciate that, and thank you, and thank everyone that joined tonight.
Thank you, Nakia, and I'm looking forward to doing some business with you, and appreciate all that you're sharing. I'm sure you're going to go a long way with it.
Thank you so much.
So I hope y'all will accept these challenges. Being clear here, simply attending the the webinars is great. There's no pressure on you to do anymore, but you have to do these homework assignments to become a member of the Academy. And then year after year, as you attend more sessions, then you can elevate up into the South Academy through associate and advanced associate, then masters and masters 1, 2, 3, all the way up to, so far we got Sarita's at masters 12. And look forward to seeing y'all grow in your skills, ability to forecast, and comfort with your business level to move forward. I don't want to push you any further than you want to go, but I do want to encourage you to take that next step, because procrastination is sure slow us down sometimes, won't it? But hang in there, my friends. I love you, and I wish you the very best. I appreciate your comments. Sherry, do you have something to add?
Yeah, I just want to say thank you, Steve. You stepped on my toes tonight when you were talking about the Facebook friends and, sending invites. I have like a whole lot of friend requests, and I'm a private person, so I'm like, nope, I don't want to accept this one, don't want to accept that one. So when you was like throw all of that out the window, I was like, man, because it's about business now, so I need to shift that mindset to start thinking more business minded, and like you said, accepting and sending friend invites to so that way when I am ready to publish and advertise my book, that way I'm already, I already have the following, and I do need to start start back posting like my pictures and just kind of like being more active on my Facebook page. So I just want to say that was the main takeaway for me tonight. So thank you, Steve, again.
Well, thank you for sharing that. Let me have a little follow-up here. Indeed, I want you to get the numbers there to help your business, but I also want you to be selective in that when someone's sending you a friend request, take the time to look at their page. If they're just in Timbuktu or somewhere across the world that you think there's never a chance they don't become a customer with you, just move on. You can decline that one for sure. But indeed, if it's someone in your local area that you have a common denominator, you certainly want to welcome them on in. I also don't like to add folks on that have these radical political views, one way or the other, and I usually don't add those to my page, and because I don't want folks that are looking at me and who my friends are to be discouraged because this weird character is on my friends page. So be selective. At one point, I had to. They had a limit at 5,000. Now it looks like they've opened that up some. But at one time, I got to 5,000. I couldn't accept any more new friends, so I had to go through and selectively unfriend lots of people that didn't look like there was much possibility in doing business with. So that's a pretty good thing to be able to do. So once you get there, be selective, no doubt about it. But thank you, Sherry. That's a real good point.
Hi, this is Savannah. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I do hear you, Johanna, but the volume, try it again. Go ahead.
Okay, can you hear me now? And I'm trying to ask questions. Are you able to hear me now?
You're garbled. I hear you talking, but I can't understand what you're saying. I'm sorry.
I asked a question on the chat about the Facebook. Could you take a look and see the question that I asked?
I'll sure try it. Just a second. We use Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Is that what you're talking about?
Yes, I can use the same, because like Sherry, I'm a little hesitant of, accepting certain people in my area. So.
I have zero expertise or experience with TikTok or with Instagram, but I can tell you that a lot of businesses are very important for them, and I've got a feeling that the same principles will apply, but I'm not qualified to tell you yes or no. But whatever it takes to do it on those platforms, if that's where you're finding the most success at for your business, I'd say go for it. Okay.
Okay, thank you. I'm sorry my speaker's not working, but I'll send you an email as well. Thank you so much for tonight.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, any others? Been a great session. I'm always so excited and have so much love for you guys. I wish you the very best. And Lord have mercy if we could get y'all with 60 years of successful business and passing it on to your children or your loved ones or selling it for a good price. It's worth working hard to have a long-term business. And I'm happy to work with you. So hang in there. Look forward to seeing you next session. Take care. Good night. God bless you.
Thanks, Steve.
Thank you.
You know, I had gotten used to you saying, you know, when your closing statement, like they used to say on the Waltons, good night, John Boy.
I like that too. Good night, Sherry. Good night, John Boy. Good night, all of you. Bye-bye.